What do you get when you cross the live action talking animals genre with the completely bottom of the barrel scraping lowbrow toilet humor genre? You get the movie Strays. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Before we get started, click on the red subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you know whenever I post a new piece of content. Okay, so Strays is a movie about a talking dog named Reggie. Now, the humans don't know the dog is talking, but the animals can all talk to each other. So, talking dog named Reggie, who has a terrible owner named Doug, who's played by Will Forte, who is fine, but you could have just gotten anybody else, and all of his best lines are spoiled by the trailer anyway, which is a repeated problem in this movie. And Reggie is played by Will Ferrell. He's like this dumb, naive, kind of heartwarming dog who really does love his owner despite being repeatedly abused and treated like garbage. And they play this game where Doug takes Reggie and like drives him out of town, has a tennis ball, throws a tennis ball, dog chases the tennis ball, and then the owner bails. He goes home. He hates this dog because it's like a symbol of a past failed relationship, which is basically still the owner's fault for being a terrible person. And uh, and then eventually, of course, Reggie does indeed get separated from Doug for like the long haul, and then he meets up with some other stray dogs. Most notably, Jamie Foxx's character, who's another little stray mutt dog, and the movie is just a bunch of it's like one long string of jokes about animals having sex with other animals, dogs humping couches, and and pooping and farting and peeing on things. This is like the absolute most lowbrow type of humor you can put in a movie, and it's pretty lazy. It has a couple really funny moments, but I don't think there's enough of them to carry the film on its own. It's got all the best parts are referenced or spoiled by the trailer, which is I would say most of the best parts are spoiled by the trailer, which is a problem with movies like this, right? You can't just show everything in the promotional materials because then you don't have anything that's left when you actually have to, show people your movie. So, it's a really tough thing, especially with comedies, because you only get one chance to tell a joke and one chance to get that initial gut reaction. And the problem with Strays is that it ruined a lot of that in trailers and promotional material. So if you haven't seen trailers for this movie, I think you would fare a lot better having not seen any of that stuff because the jokes will land more. So it's just that. It's a lowbrow, trashy, um, toilet humor film with talking animals, which I guess is supposed to make it funnier. The voice performances are pretty good. Will Forte is a great douchebag. He's always played that type of character really well. That's kind of his thing. Um, Separate and completely unrelated note, I should review MacGruber because he's in that movie, and that movie is fantastic. Loved it every second of it when it came out, and I don't care what anyone thinks. Um, One good thing they really did with this movie is that I was surprised at how well the CG was on the talking animals. I really bought that that these animals are like speaking, I guess. I don't know. It was they did a good job with the CG. I'll just leave it at that. These animals managed to somehow be like 1,000 times more lifelike than uh, any of the animals in The Lion King. So take what you will from that. And that's just me also getting in a shot at Disney because they're terrible. So thank you so much for checking out this video. If you liked it, if you found it helpful, I hope you consider subscribing. You'd also like and share the video. That tells the powers that be that it's worth promoting. And hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think of Strays if you've seen it. And I'll see you next Wednesday at 9 a.m.